Hey guys, Easy Vape Pro here. Just wanted to review a couple juices that I've been using for you new time vapors or for some of you long time vapors. This one's out of Coquitlam, British Columbia. It is a local store here made by Easy Vape, and that is their name. This one here is strawberry. This is a 6 milligram nicotine juice. Very tasty stuff. These guys have been my favorite so far. I have gotten some stuff online and in the US, but find that this stuff beats it all. They also have a premium brand juice, and this one here is called The Secret Elixir, and this one here is Kirby's Dreamland, which is kind of a strawberry cupcake frosting type taste, and it is totally awesome, this stuff here. I'll put a link to the website on the description, and as well list the names here for these juices, which I believe are available in store and online. And a lot of good vapor production, a lot of VG in this juice, really good quality juices. So highly recommend these guys for you. And again, some of you new vapors, you can get each of the juices in different milligrams to suit your needs. So anywhere from 18 milligrams, which is going to be your strong side. You could go down to 14 milligrams, or like this one here, if you're vaping sub-ohm tanks, or you want to really cut down, you can go down to a 6 milligram as well. So there you go. I also wanted to do, for some of you vapors out there, an unboxing. Got a new tank here, sub-ohm tank, and just wanted to share that with you guys. It's been out on the market for a little while. This is the Aspire Triton sub-ohm tank, which comes with a 0.4 ohm coil and I believe a 1.4 ohm coil as well. Been using it now for about a week, and it really is a great tank. It comes in this small box here. Tank comes out, and I just want to show you guys as well, for some of you guys who are new to this tank or just bought one and you're wondering how to fill it for the first time, because this one is a top fill. You do have your coil in the bottom here, but there is a little bit of a process here for the top fill. Just so you guys are doing it right, I'm just going to show you exactly how to do that. So here is the Triton tank, made by Aspire. Has a removable drip tip here. Also has adjustable airflow up here by the drip tip, and see if I can show you guys here. You can actually open that right up. Additionally, you have a bottom airflow here, which you can adjust, and you can close that right down, or you can open it up for maximum airflow. There are no clicks on here, which is nice, so you can set it to whatever you want, small or large airflow. And this tank does have quite a bit of airflow. And as I mentioned at the top here, where you have your drip tip, you can also adjust that and open even more airflow there, or you can adjust it to where you want, even a little bit, or just close it right off. I've had the preference of just closing the top airflow, and just opening the bottom airflow right up here. So I'm going to show you here kind of a setup for this tank. It does come with a coil installed, which is the 0.3 ohm coil, and in the box in the bottom here you're going to get your other coil, which this one is a 1.4 ohm coil, I believe. So this one is not a sub ohm coil, and it's basically the same coil style, just a 1.4 ohm coil. And I'm going to show you how to get started with this guy here. We got, like I said, you got a top fill here, which is a bit different from some of the other sub-ohm tanks. You have your coil in the bottom, just like your other Aspire tanks. And what you're going to want to do before you fill your tank is wick this guy a little bit, because you don't want to fire that coil and it not be primed. You want to prime your coil here with a little bit of juice. That way when you can start vaping fairly quickly, and you make sure you don't have any dry patches in there that are going to burn, especially if you're vaping at high wattage. So with the little holes here, you can just drip a little juice in there and really watch that change color there. You can see when it starts getting wet. I also like to pour a little juice. This is a vertical bottom vertical coil, just like your other Aspire sub-ohm tanks, and as you can see, the wicking is on the outside here, so you can dab some juice just on the outside here, just to make sure that you're properly wicked. All right, so we're gonna attach this back into the tank, and I'm just gonna show you how to fill it up now. It was kind of weird the first time I got it. I'm like, okay, you know, where do you fill this thing up? And I'll wipe that off there. Bit of juice on my hands. So we are going to open this up. If you pull the drip tip as well as this other piece right here, you'll see that it comes right off. There's two separate pieces here. You have your drip tip, and this is the other removable piece which comes out from the tank. Now inside your tank here, see if I can show you, there's a couple of holes there that are closed off, and if you look at the top of the tank here, it has a setting for vaping and has another setting here for your drip. That's for filling your tank. So we want to go ahead and swivel this top part here over to fill, and what that does is it opens up these two holes here inside the tank. Those two holes there are where you can fill your juice. The two holes on the side, again, you don't want to be putting any juice down the pipe there. So you have two holes on the side there, you can fill through either one. And you just put your little nozzle through one of the holes there. It's really easy fill, like it fills up really quickly, and it's a lot easier than other tanks where you can just do this on the go kind of thing. And we've filled that up there. I believe it holds about 3 mils of juice in this tank. It's not a whole lot, but the vape is great on here. Then you want to put your drip tip and your other piece on there. Again, you can close up that air hole if that's your preference, or open it up. That's a 0.4 ohm coil in there, and again we want to set the dripping now. Instead of the fill setting here, we want to set it to vape before we vape. We don't want to start puffing on it and get any juice coming up through those holes or into the mouthpiece kind of thing. So there we go. We've primed our coil. Just going to let it sit for a little bit here and get some juice in there. I'm using here, this is the E-Leaf iStick 50 watt. And these tanks here, you can with these coils, these 0.4 ohm coils on these tanks, I've been told, and I've tried it as well, you can, it says vaping anywhere between 20 and 30 watts is kind of the recommendation, but I think they do underestimate these 0.4 ohm coils here. You can vape it a lot higher. Some people have told me they go up to 50 to 70 watts with it. Does get a bit hot at that point. I have vaped it at 40 watts, no dry hits on that, and as well 50 watts even, which is a bit too hot for me, but it still operates fine. That 0.4 ohm coil doesn't give any dry hits even at 50 watts. So if you like vaping up there, you can do that with this tank and coil. I believe there's also a 0.3 ohm coil and a 0.5 ohm coil that you can use for this device. So if you do want to vape a bit higher in watts, you have a mod that's 150 or 200 watt device. You can get a 0.3 ohm coil and go higher in wattage with that. So we got it set here at 36 watts. And that is about, it's showing a reading right now of 0.5. It does kind of jump initially. I think when you first put in a new coil, it might show like a 0.5 or a 0.6. But then I found that after using it for about half a day, it does go back down to the 0.4. Just turn on and off the device here. Yeah, it's still showing 0.5, but it is a 0.4 ohm coil. So I'm just going to bring it down here a little bit. Brand new coil. I don't like to burn it too hot at first. So we're going down here to, let's go down to 30 watts. And I'm just going to take a vape here. Oh, and that's beautiful. Great taste, great flavor. You got great airflow on here. You can close the airflow right down, or you can open it right up. Awesome flavor. I've been using a Kanger Subtank Mini for quite some time now, and I do notice some differences in flavor in this tank here. Great vapor production, and also no dry hits, even when you crank it up here in wattage. So great recommendation here. That is a quick review here and unboxing of the Aspire Triton, and juices here by Easy Vape in British Columbia, Canada. This is a strawberry, and as I showed you, the elixir juice here as well. Thanks a lot, guys. Please like and subscribe, and I'll come at you with another review soon. See you soon.